Hi. Till now we have seen different examples with ID, class name, XPath, accessibility ID, right? So all these locator types are common to both Android and iOS. So you can use these locators ID, class name, XPath, accessibility ID locator types to iOS as well. So in addition to these locator types, AppM guys in Android provided another method called find element by Android UI Automator, which uses UI selector and the UI scrollable classes to identify the mobile elements. Okay, they have implemented this method find element by Android UI Automator in Android driver class only. So you can call this method using object of Android driver class, same as ID XPath. Okay, now let's call this method using Android driver reference variable. So driver is the reference variable, right? So driver dot find element by Android UI Automator. So this is the method they have implemented in latest releases. So you can use this approach. Let's see which value we need to pass here. Okay, you can use this up this way, or you can use driver dot find element of mobile by dot Android UI Automator, same as ID XPath class name accessibility ID. So you can use a driver dot find element of mobile by dot Android UI Automator. So let's see later which value we need to pass inside this method. Okay, similarly you can find the methods using find elements by Android UI Automator, find elements of. So you can use plural method find elements by Android UI Automator. So driver dot find elements of mobile by Android UI Automator. So to find multiple elements matching with the specified locator value. Now let's see what value we need to pass inside this find element by Android UI Automator method or mobile by dot Android UI Automator. Okay. So for that Android developers provided one class UI selector class using which you can create some locator value. Okay, so you can use a UI selector class object with different attribute values to identify mobile elements. So what are the different attributes here? Text is one attribute, content desk, resource ID, class name. So there are different attributes in UI Automator viewer tool, right? So you can use those attribute values. Okay, now let's see UI selector with the text attribute values first. Okay, in UI selector class there are different methods using which you can identify an element with its text attribute value. Let's see one by one first, and then we should go for example. Okay, let's see all the methods. So let's open notepad. So in UI selector class, so there are different methods using which you can identify the locators. Okay, so let's see first UI selector with the text attribute values. Okay, so first method is text. So this method identifies an element by matching its exact text attribute value. So here we need to pass exact text attribute value. Okay, so now let's see we need to call the text method using new UI selector class dot text. So inside text method you need to pass exact text attribute value. So whatever the text attribute value present in the UI Automator viewer tool, so you need to copy that exact value and place it here. So let's say if you want to perform click action on this app name, so text attribute value is app, right? So you need to pass exact text attribute value, so to identify the unique locator. So here we need to copy this we need to place this locator value inside UI Automator viewer method. So you need to pass this method. So you need to place this new UI selector dot text of dot app, and then uh, we need to click on this name, right? So call the click method. That's it. So now there are other methods. Second method is text starts with. Here you need to pass some starting text attribute value. So inside text starts with method. So text starts with of you need to pass some starting value. Let's say after clicking app name, so if you want to click on alert dialogues, so you can give some starting what is the text attribute value for this alert dialogues. So alert dialogues itself, right? So now you can pass some starting value, so you can pass alert, so to identify the unique element. There is no name starts with alert, right? So in this screen, so you can give some starting value alert. Okay, similarly other method text contains. So text contains, so here you need to pass some partial value that can be anywhere in the text attribute value. So let's say for the same control you can give dialogues. So there is no name with the dialogues, right? So you can pass dialogues, so that it will identify the element uniquely. Next, last one, text matches. Here you can use regular expressions. Uh, so this method also identifies an element using its matched text value after evaluating that regular expression. Okay, so here you can pass some regular expression. So actual text attribute value is alert dialogues, but you can use regular expressions and then some partial value. So Appium will search for the text attribute value that ends with logs. So before logs, the value can be anything. Dot star is nothing but value can be anything, any number of characters, any number of spaces. Okay, so before logs word, the value can be anything. So Appium will search for the text attribute value that ends with logs in this case. Okay, so these are the different methods using which you can identify the element with the text attribute values uniquely. Now let's see one example with these methods. Okay, so before that, let's comment these two statements. Now, so using this first statement, we can perform click action on app name, right? Okay, after clicking app name, now if you want to click on alert dialogues, so you can create locators, new UI selector dot text contains. So you can use, so order can be anything, you can use any method. So text contains, here you need to type backslash, as we are going to place this locator within double quotes, right? Okay, now text contains let's say dialogues. Okay, and then click on alert dialogues. Okay, now after clicking alert dialogues, Now let's click on first button, OK cancel dialog with a message. So here text attribute value is the same, right? Open UI Automator viewer. Let's cross check. UI Automator viewer, right? Now click on device screenshot icon and then click on first button to verify the text attribute value. Now click on OK cancel dialog with a message. The text attribute value is OK cancel dialog with a message, right? Let's copy here. Now, so we have used text method, text contains methods, right? Now there are two more methods, right? Text starts with text matches. Now let's use text matches. Text matches method and pass the regular expression here instead of placing complete text attribute value. So you can use regular expression, right? Instead of placing complete value, you can place dot star a message. So you can check whether there is any other element ends with a message in that screen. So first one is a message. So there is no button that ends with a message, right? So you can use dot star a message. Before a message, the value can be anything. Okay. Next, fourth method, text starts with. So after clicking this button, now you need to get the alert message and then print it on console. Now how do you get the message? So in this case you can use the text starts with, right? So this complete value is the text attribute value. Now let's take the screenshot. Click on alert message. So here you can observe text attribute value is the complete alert message is the value of text attribute. So you can use first word lorem. Text starts with lorem. But here we don't have to click, right? We need to get the text of that alert. So use get text method to get the alert message. Now it returns alert message, right? So get text method returns some string value, so that we need to hold that message in some string variable. Alert message. Now print it on console. Okay. Now let's click on OK button. So you can use ID. So resource ID. So this is a unique one, right? So driver dot find element mobile by dot ID, place the resource ID value and then call the click method to perform click action. Okay. Now let's run the script. So before that we need to start the Appium server, right? Okay, Appium server is started. Now it will perform click action on app name and then alert dialogs and then click on first button, OK cancel dialog with a message, and then it will get the alert message and hold that message in alert message variable, print it on console, and then finally click on OK button. Now let's see. Run as test.ng test. So you can close this app. You can also see the logs from command prompt, right? App is opened. You can see the actions. Yeah, successfully clicked on OK button in the alert. So now you can see the alert message. So alert message is printed successfully. So in this way you can use UI selector class with the text attribute values to find the elements. Okay, so this is how you can use UI selector class with the text attribute values in find element by Android UI Automator locator strategy. So to identify the elements. Okay, in next lecture let's see how to use UI selector class with content desk values to identify elements. Okay, thank you.